Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Bedrock Basics Badlands, episode number 13. Libraries, Dragons, and Wings. Oh my. As you can see, we've returned to the Stronghold where I've removed a lot of the useless maze-type walls. And there's 2 rooms remaining, and they're libraries. You can see these libraries are just covered in bookshelves, cobwebs, and each has 2 treasure chests. There's one on the first floor of each library. And look at that, eye armor trim, a bunch of paper and books, but the eye armor trim is pretty cool. Add that to our collection. And then up the ladder in each library will also be a second chest, and it's just tucked away in a corner. If you look for it, come around, there it is, and we'll see what's inside. Hey, another eye armor trim and some paper and books. Paper and books aren't useless, but they're really nothing special either. The other super big treasure is all these bookshelves. If I were to have to craft these, that would take a whole lot of resources. And so we got every bookshelf we can out of there. Make sure that you use Silk Touch, because if you don't use Silk Touch, you're just going to get books. We want the whole bookshelf. And there, look, we've got over 4 stacks of bookshelves, 2 armor trims, and a bunch of cobwebs and odds and ends. But because there's 2 libraries, we repeat this process again. Every stronghold, I believe, can have 0, 1, or 2 libraries. This one happened to have 2. A few random enchantments. And of course, the chest itself. Hey, why not? We'll take it. Then upstairs, a few more random enchantments, and a 4th eye armor trim. That's awesome. Now, on top of the eye armor trim, which I really did want, I really wanted all these bookshelves because I'm going to build my own library. It's going to take more than 1 episode to get that sucker done, and in actual game playing sessions, more than I can count. So let's get back to our Badlands city and get production done on this library. So the centerpiece of my library is going to be a dragon skeleton, and we're going to house that sucker and put an enchanting section next to it. Super fast build mode! 5 times speed. Link in description for an actual tutorial. And I get these fast build modes are a little bit tedious, so feel free to fast forward to the next chapter or just go to timestamp 1111 and you'll see the finished product. Enjoy the super fast build mode of the dragon skeleton, and please note that I had to build this sucker 4 times to make it build. I built it, wrong size, I built it, it was off to the left, I built it, it was too far back. 4 times I built this sucker, but I had to get it right. And super fast build mode. There's the completed dragon behind me. Like I said, a link in the description below will have a really good tutorial on how to build that sucker. Now, we return to the end, which I do believe is the Norse underworld. And after beating the dragon, these little portals are activated. And you do need an ender pearl to get into that little space. But we're just building a platform for access. But once you teleport into that little portal with a pearl, it teleports you about 1,000 blocks away to the End Islands. This is where you'll find End Cities. And End Cities, if you're lucky, an End City will have an End ship parked at it. And on board that End ship at the End Cities is where you'll get Elytra. The other thing I want off the End ships is the decorative dragon skulls. The only place you can find them, and not all End ships have them, is on the very front end of the End ship, and inside the hull each End ship will have one Elytra. So here we have an End City, and right away, first thing I do is build my little shelter against all the Endermen, as the only monsters that you're going to encounter in the end, other than the Ender Dragon, is countless Endermen and these shulkers. These shulkers are awesome. You see that little shell that he drops? Those are super, super awesome, because shulker shells build shulker boxes. Shulker boxes are a way to amplify your storage system. A bunch of shulker shells together and you can make a shulker box. A shulker box is essentially a chest that you can fill up and stick inside of other chests. So super cool. So just fast forwarding and taking you to the top of the End City here. This one happens to have one End ship. They can have more than one, or even zero. This one happens to have one. And we need to get over to that ship. Rather than going through the maze network of these buildings, I'm going to just take a bunch of endstone and build a bridge over. It has super cool enchanted loot, iron and diamond, but I'm at a point now where I'm using netherite, and I'm going to build my own library, so I don't really need the super cool enchanted loot to progress where I'm at. That being said, I still need Elytra. Elytra are the Minecraft equivalent of wings, and I want the decorative, hopefully it has a dragon head. Okay, so taking the super shortcut and bridging over, we still have to be aware of shulkers. When a shulker hits you, it's going to give you a levitation effect. So whether you want it or not, you're going to fly up in the air like something out of a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie. Getting closer. The levitation effect is temporary, but you really have to be conscious of where you are, because as you can see below, you might be above ground and you're quite high up in the air, so that's a good amount of fall damage. Or even worse, you could be above the void itself. If you fall in the void, you're gone, just gone, dead, gone, respawn later, and all your equipment is lost to the void. Doesn't matter what resistance or anything else it has, it's gone. Okay, getting closer. Getting closer. And getting closer. At this point, I just want the wings and dragon head and I'm gone. These end blocks are unique to the end, but it's the common block that's everywhere. You just can't get anywhere but the end. Oh, the same with Purper. Whoop, there, I just got hit by a shulker, and now I'm levitating in the air. They're not really doing any damage, well, very little damage because I'm so well armored. But scarily is they're throwing me up in the air in the end. And if you're not careful of managing of where you're at, when that levitation wears off, it could be a significant problem. Oh, there, the levitation's out of timer. And I made sure I was above the ship because I don't want to fall down to the ground. Priority number 1 is being aware of where you're at. Okay, I still have to deal with the shulkers. Oh, got me, but let's get them. Okay, so that one's gone, and we'll levitate back up to a safe place. If you're good enough, you could always put your head underneath something, and then when the levitation wears off, you'll be in a controlled space. Like if I was underneath there, and I got hit by levitation, it wouldn't be a deal at all. But out here in the open, in the end, oof. Okay, I saw the little pointy dragon ears, so this ship does have a dragon head. And we'll get that in a minute. There's another shulker down here, but we're inside of a room. So like, even if those shulker balls hit us, oh, I'm floating around in a room. It's pretty safe. Oh, and he left us a shulker shell. The wings were in that item frame. Hopefully you saw them. There they are, Elytra wings. And of course those wings let me glide, and with the assistance of either a Riptide Trident in water or with fireworks, you can actually fly with those wings. It gives you enough propulsion. Also the gusts from the breeze elementals from the trial chambers, they'll also let you get some airtime. Okay, nothing else in here. Brewing stand with a couple of potions in it. Don't mind if I do. Just playing the bagpipes in the realm of the dead in the background. Okay. And then on the head is the dragon head. The head of the ship has the dragon head on it. I don't want to knock that dragon head off of the ship and have it fall down into the void or someplace where it's difficult to retrieve. So before trying to claim the head, I'm just going to build a little platform to make sure that I don't have to go hunting for this or it disappears in the void. There it is, in my inventory. And we'll stick that on my ship at home. You can wear the dragon heads, but they're the wrong size for the people and they look a bit goofy, so I won't even bother doing that here. Now we got to get home, and to get home I got to get back to the teleporting area. You can see my bridging that I used to get here, and of course another shulker. Wait for the levitation to wear off. Wow, all that gear is so well enchanted. Okay. And I'm not going down there for the shulker box. Or shulker shell, I should say. Cute little end rod. Whoop, that one's gone. We'll just let that go. So from up on high, we jump off the side and hold down our right click again. And we've activated our wings. And you can see by the position locator that we're just flying through the blocks, literally flying through them, getting back to where our portal is. And this is saving such a pain in the butt. I didn't bring fireworks with me, but I could extend my flying time and get right back to my entry portal, and or even explore the area further. But that's another time when I've got other equipment. Here I just had to get the wings and collect some endstone on my way out. A bit difficult to get here, as you had to beat the dragon and all the steps to find the portal, etc, etc, etc. But it's worth it. Elytra is singularly the most unique piece of equipment that you're going to get. Okay, so back through the portal and to our home area. Throw that dragon head on the front of the ship. Off camera, I just craft my shulker shells into shulker chests. But you can see my dragon ship now has a dragon head on it. Right from day one I wanted that thing. Thank you again for joining me I really do appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.